The red-nosed bus driver. Oh, boy, this sure was a good idea. You had it, us getting together for lunch today.
Well, I knew you were in the neighborhood. What's all that?
That's my lunch. What do you got?
I got the same thing I've had every day for lunch for the last 2 weeks. Peanut butter sandwich and an apple.
Nutritious, but not gaudy.
That's a nice monogram napkin you got there, Norton. What does the N stand for, nut?
No, it stands for napkin. Why, that Trixie's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. Mixed green vegetables again.
Are you going to have a little music while you eat? You must have a midget violin player in there.
That's a good one, Ralph. Hey, you got a match?
Why, you gonna have crepe Suzettes?
Be ridiculous.
Where you...
What'd you have to go and do that for? Now you squished my after-dinner mints.
There's more than your after-dinner mints.
What are you mad at me for?
I'm not mad at you, Norton. It's just that Trixie gives you such good food for lunch. All I get is a peanut butter sandwich and an oversized grape.
Is that what's bugging you? don't you have some of mine? I got plenty for the both of us.
Gee, that's very nice of you, Norton.
Let me look, see what I got, and I'm sorry I don't have an extra table setting for you, but I might have something in my little bag of goodies here. How about, let's see, an egg roll, veal parmesan, stuffed kumquat?
Well, if you had another one of those turkey legs, I'd like that.
One turkey leg? Coming up. There you are, buddy boy.
Well, thank you very much, Norton.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
Boy, you know, this was a great idea of yours, Ralph. No kidding. Having lunch out in the open air.
It was pretty nice at that.
Oh, it's wonderful. Particularly after me sloshing around that dirty old sewer all morning.
Here, Norton. I'm not as hungry as I thought I was.
What's the matter, Ralph? Aren't you feeling well?
Oh, it's not that I'm not feeling well. I'm just upset. Alice has been acting strange lately.
What do you mean?
Well, besides giving me a peanut butter sandwich and an apple every day for lunch, it's even worse at dinner time. What do you think I've had for dinner for the last 7 nights? Tuna fish. And every morning she gets up early, ahead of me, puts on a best dress, throws a cup of coffee at me, and runs out of the house.
Well, do you ask her where she's going?
Well, she says that she's going to the supermarket. But why would a woman put on a best dress to go to a supermarket?
Well, the only thing I could think of is she's probably on a housewife's picket line, and she figures she's gonna get interviewed on television by Roger Mudd.
You know what she tells me?
What?
The reason she wants to get to the supermarket early is so she can get the bargains.
Well, maybe there's a run on tuna fish and peanut butter. I mean, who knows? I know Trixie uses a lot of tuna fish in my fondues.
All I know is if I get tuna fish tonight, I'm gonna know the reason why.
Now you're talking. Now you're thinking you gotta bring out the whole thing in the open. Bring it out in the open.
That Alice is driving me crazy. A woman's a curious creature. A fella cannot do without. You can love her or hate her, debunk or debate her, but don't try to figure her out.
Her moods may be varied and many. She'll laugh, then she'll cry, then she'll pout. She may soothe or alarm you, alert or disarm you, so don't try to figure her out.
When a woman says maybe, she really means yes, and yes more than likely means no.
When you're going away, she may ask you to stay, which means that she wants you to go.
A woman is really a riddle,
And that's why we readily shout.
if you don't comprehend her, just love and befriend her,
But don't try to figure her out.
She may burst into laughter when something is sad, or cry at some happy event.
There are times that she's glad when she ought to be mad, upset when she should be content.
A woman is plainly a puzzle.
The cause of confusion and doubt,
She's a fact and a fiction,
complete contradiction.
but somehow we can't do without. But don't try to figure her out.
that's the closest I ever made it.
I know. Ed's been home for 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
Here. I figured you'd be in big trouble if you served Ralph tuna fish again tonight.
Yeah, well, what is it?
It's something left over from Ed's lunch.
Oh, gee. Oh, thanks a million, Trix.
Ah, gee, Alice. You're gonna make a total wreck of yourself. Don't you think it'd be much simpler if you just told Ralph the truth about all this?
No, I know what I'm doing, Trix. Ralph has this big thing about his wife working. If he ever found out that I had a job knitting baby things in a knit shop, he'd hit the ceiling.
Well, I know, but after all, it isn't like you've got a steady job or anything. All you're trying to do is earn a little extra money for Christmas.
No, that doesn't mean anything to Ralph. Hey, wait a second. I better hide these someplace.
What's that?
This is some of the stuff. I didn't finish it today. I figured I'd knit a little bit while Ralph was sleeping.
Oh, let me see what you're knitting.
Well, okay, but for heaven's sakes, hurry up, will you, Trix?
Oh, these baby booties are adorable.
Oh, come on. I think I'll put them in the bottom bureau drawer. Yeah. I'll have a look in here. Oh,
What's the matter?
oh, it's my old sacroiliac. It's nothing. It just, goes out every now and
Now,
then.
Alice, that's nothing to fool around with. You better see a doctor.
Oh, come on, Trix. It's nothing.
Now, wait a minute. You're going to take care of that. I'm going upstairs right now and call my doctor and make an appointment for you.
But that's not necessary.
Not one other word. I'll see you later.
All right, Alice. What's for supper?
Hello, Ralph.
Don't hello, Ralph. Just tell me what's for supper. And it better not be tuna fish.
It isn't.
I won't eat tuna fish.
Oh, I got a surprise for you. It's in the icebox in a paper bag.
Well, that's more like it. Alice, you won't believe how much I've wanted one of these all day. Where's the rest of the turkey?
What rest? What turkey? Trixie gave it to me. It was left over from Ed's lunch.
That does it. That does it.
What's the matter?
Either I get peanut butter sandwiches or I get leftover food from the sewer. Don't you ever cook? Do you know what our gas bill was last month? 48 cents.
I'm sorry, Ralph. It's just that I've been a little bit busy lately.
Busy? Busy doing what?
Oh, woman's work. You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't understand? I wouldn't understand? Make me understand, Alice. Make me understand. Why do you get up every day, put on your best dress, and go out? Where do you go?
To the supermarket.
Why would you put on your best dress to go to a supermarket?
I'm in a housewife's picket line. I'm going to be interviewed on television by Walter Cronkite.
Ha! Ha! That's a lie! It's Roger Mudd who does the interview.
Oh, don't cross-examine me, Ralph Crandall.
I'll cross-examine you. I'll cross-examine your eyes.
Hey, Ralph. Hey, congratulations. I see you having Chinese food for dinner.
What are you talking about?
Chopsticks.
Those are knitting needles.
Don't be ridiculous. Alice wouldn't be giving you a sweater for supper.
He's probably knitting something.
Hey, listen, Ralph. Before I forget it, on the way home, I bought Trixie a Christmas present. If I try to hide it upstairs, she's sure to find it. Do you mind hiding it for me down here someplace?
All right, I'll put it in the bottom drawer of the bureau.
Good deal.
Wonder what all these baby clothes are doing in here.
By the way, where's Alice?
Oh, she's in the bedroom.
Well, Trixie told me to remind Alice that her doctor's appointment is at 2 o'clock this Friday afternoon.
What doctor?
I don't know.
Norton. Norton!
What?
I'm gonna be a father.
What are you talking
It all adds up. Don't you understand? The booties, the doctor, Alice doing all those crazy things. You know, like eating tuna fish 7 nights a week. What could be crazier than tuna fish?
Hey, congratulations, Ralph. Wait till I tell the boys in the school. We'll all get together and give you a shower.
Boy, imagine me a father.
Oh, boy. Hey, Ralph, what do you say we go in and congratulate Alice? You know, tell her that she's going to be a mother. You know, tell her
Don't
she's going to
be ridiculous. We can't tell her she's gonna be a mother. It's a woman's privilege to tell a man. I can't tell her she's gonna have a baby. She's gonna tell me she's gonna have a baby.
Well, if it was the other way around, you'd tell her.
Just think of the way I've been treating Alice these past few weeks, picking on her day and night. Well, let me tell you something, Norton. From here on in, I'm treating her like a queen.
Ralph.
Oh, sugar dumpling puss. What is it you want, Your Majesty?
What's the matter with him?
There's nothing the matter with him, Appin Dumpling. Would you like to sit down? Get her a chair, Norton. Go ahead and sit down,
What's the
sweetheart.
matter with you, Ralph? I don't want to sit down.
Oh, now, look here, pumpkin face. Ha, ha, ha. I don't want you to get tired. Would you like a little glass of milk? Please sit down.
But I don't want to sit down.
Alice, are you sure you don't want to sit down?
Of course I'm sure.
Do you mind if I sit down, little watermelon chin?
I want to tell you something.
Yes? What is it?
Well, I've been thinking it over, and I was wrong. I mean, you work hard all day, and you deserve a hot supper.
When should we expect it?
Well, as soon as I go to the butcher store and get you 2 lamb chops.
Did you hear that? 2 lamb chops. It's gonna be twins.
What's the matter with you, Ralph? I said I'm going to the butcher store and get a couple of lamb chops.
Oh, no, you're not. Oh, no, you're not. I don't want you walking up and down those stairs.
Oh, well, listen, I insist, Ralph. I was wrong. You gotta have a hot supper, and I'm gonna go get you a couple of lamb chops.
Well, look, just make it 1 lamb chop. I don't want you carrying anything heavy. Boy, Norton, imagine me with a son. Well, let me tell you something. That kid's gonna have everything I didn't have. He's gonna have an education. He's going to grammar school, high school, college, medical school. Every cent I have is going to be put into his education.
Well, hey, that's the spirit, Ralph. How much you got?
$12.
Well, that ought to get him through kindergarten.
Norton, have you got any money?
Listen, pal of mine, Ralphie boy, at a time like this, everything I have is yours.
That's awfully nice of you, Norton. How much have you got?
Well, I don't have any ready cash, but I got $18 that's owed to me. As soon as I get my hands on it, it's yours.
Who owes it to you?
You do.
You're a big help, Norton.
Ralphie boy, why didn't you do what I did when I needed extra money?
What was that?
I took an extra job. I took a part-time job, and it turned out very well. The part-time job I took was working in the sewer. I liked it better than the other job I had, so I kept it.
You'd rather work in the sewer than at your regular job?
Yeah.
What was your regular job?
I was a lab technician. I was part of a medical team that isolated the Poison Oak Syndrome.
You know, that's not bad.
You mean isolating the Poison Oak Syndrome?
No. Getting an extra job and making extra money. Look in the paper, see if there's any help wanted.
Wait a minute. Help wanted. I get the help wanted section. We might find something right here. Here we are. Hey, here's one right on top. Man wanted between 30 and 40 years in good health, college graduate, minimum of 5 years experience in chemical engineering for well-paying job in South America.
What's the matter with you, Norton? I can't take a job like that. I don't want to travel with the baby coming. Let me have that. Let me look at it. Hey, here's a job. Salesman wanted to sell vacuum cleaners.
Well, that's not for you, Ralph. You don't have any vacuum cleaners.
Hey, wait a minute. Here's the perfect job. Santa Claus and helper wanted. Hours 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Apply at the Bellman Hotel, room 609. Norton, this is perfect. The hours and everything.
Well, that sounds great, Ralph. Too bad you don't have a helper.
But I do have a helper. You.
What do I need an extra job for? I didn't find any booties in my house.
You want to make some extra money, don't you?
What do I need extra money for?
You're not going to buy my son a gift?
Ralph, that's right. You can count on me.
Then it's all settled. I'm Santa Claus and you're my helper.
Now, wait a minute. I just thought of something. Why can't I be Santa Claus? You're right, you're Santa Claus.
All right, then it's okay. Now, tomorrow morning on my way to work, I'll stop off at the Bellman Hotel. Okay. If I get the job, I'll call you.
Okay, Ralphie boy. You're a sweet kid, Dada.
I never felt so proud. I want to shout out loud. Because I'm gonna be a father. I'll stop at all the bars and give away cigars. Because I'm gonna be a father. I'm gonna throw the biggest party on the block. There'll be a celebration right around the clock. I wanna laugh and cheer and maybe shed a tear. Because I'm gonna be the father of the year.
You could call a baby Algernon or Herkimer, Ezekiel or Mortimer, Aloysius Murgatroyd.
What's the matter with Ralph?
Abercrombie, Beauregard, Hiawatha, Abelard, Samson or Rasputin.
What's the matter with Ralph?
Just supposing it's a pretty girl with pretty golden hair.
What do you mean a girl? Alice wouldn't dare.
Then I guess it's gonna have to be a boy.
That's the only kind of kid I'd enjoy.
I'm gonna teach him cool. He won't get that at school. I'm gonna be the perfect uncle. And after that, perhaps the noble art of craps. I'm gonna be the perfect uncle.
And if his intellect is anything like mine, he'll top the Harvard class of 1989. Before my dream comes true, I've got a lot to do. Because I've got a new career. I'm gonna be the father.
I'm gonna be an uncle.
But I'm gonna be the father
of the year.
What to get for mother, what to get for brother. Window shopping, never stopping. My, but there's an awful lot to do. Christmas shopping. What's for Uncle Harry? What's for Sister Mary? Taxi hopping, parcels dropping. Most delightful day I ever knew. Oh, the snow is snowing and the wind is blowing, but you feel so warm inside. 'Cause the joy of living is the joy of giving. It's the joy of Christmas time. Christmas shopping, crazy and chaotic, nervous and neurotic, puzzle, buying, crushing, fighting, charging, grabbing, jabbing, digging, fighting, help! Christmas makes it worth the while.
relax. There's plenty of time. They'll be here.
Well, well, well. If it isn't my old friends, Lenny and Sidney. What are you doing here?
What's the matter, Clancy? Is it law against standing on a street corner now?
Yeah, we weren't doing anything.
Just make sure you don't take any bets. I don't want any bookmaking on my beat.
Oh, we're clean. I ain't taken a bet in months.
Yeah, we're reformed. I even sent a Christmas card to my mother, and it wasn't easy to find her. To Mother on Christmas in San Quentin.
Very funny. And when I get back here, you two better be gone.
Look, Sidney, we better get out of here.
We can't leave here until Santa Claus and his helpers show up.
I think this whole idea is crazy. It'll never work. It just isn't smart to get a stranger to take our bets for us.
Lanley, you just got no imagination. That's what makes this setup so great. Them cops are never gonna suspect that Santa Claus had taken bets.
I just don't know, Sidney.
Look, on the way over here, we seen hundreds and hundreds of Santas standing on the street corner ringing their bells, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's only natural that a person walks up and throws something in the pot, right?
Yeah.
The only difference is when our customers come up, they're gonna throw some money and a slip of paper in the pot.
But ain't this Santa Claus gonna get suspicious if he sees the slips?
No. He's gonna think it's some charitable organization. All the slip is gonna say is how much he's gonna bet, the name of the horse, and the name of the guy that's placing the bet.
Well, this guy better be pretty stupid.
Oh, don't worry. I interviewed him at the hotel this morning, and he is.
All right, so we got ourselves a Santa Claus. What do we need with his helper dressed as an elf?
Lenny, do I gotta explain everything to you? Why, there are hundreds and hundreds of Santa Clauses on the street. The people could go up to the wrong Santa. The elf is gonna let them know which Santa is ours.
Ho, 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 and a Merry Christmas!
Here they come.
Ho, 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 and a Merry Christmas!
How do you do? I want to tell you something. This Santa Claus outfit you got me is real great.
I didn't know we had that many pillows in the hotel.
Oh, these aren't fellas. This is all me. That's why I told you I'd make such a great Santa Claus.
Yeah. Well, look, pal, we're in kind of a hurry. All you gotta do is do what I tell you. Now, you stand here and you ring your bell, and then people are gonna come up and put money and slips of paper into your pot.
Slips of paper?
Yeah, well, you see, the people that want to donate to our charity are going to throw in a slip of paper telling what they want to give, how much they want to spend, and the name of the people they want the gift sent to.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
By the way, there's your helper, the elf.
Oh, he'll be along in a minute. Hey, Norton! Come on, will you?
I'm sorry I got delayed. I had to give 3 kids my autograph. They thought I was the Jolly Green Giant.
I'd like you to meet these gentlemen. These are, I don't even know your name myself. What is your name?
Smith!
Both of you are named Smith?
Yeah, we're the Smith brothers.
That's funny, you don't look like brothers.
Well, you see, we're stepbrothers.
Oh, so you're the stepbrothers.
Hey, you know, I think this thing might work at that.
Well, look, Mr. Crandon, we're going to run along. We'll be back to pick up the money and the slips at 9:30.
Well, don't you worry about a thing. We'll take care of everything.
Good.
Oh, and Mr. Smith and Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
If I should do good as Santa Claus, when Easter comes around, can you use me for a bunny?
Oh, don't worry, pal. If you do real good on this job, I'm going to use you in February as a groundhog.
You know, that groundhog job would be perfect for me. You know, I've had a lot of experience underground.
How selfish can you get? Don't forget, I'm the one that has to make the extra money. I'm the one that's having a baby. Now, let's set up the tripod.
All right.
I'll hold the chain, you put the pot on.
There we are.
Okay.
Hey. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Ho, ho.
What do you think you're doing? going ho, ho, ho.
Well, I was just trying to attract a little attention.
You don't go ho, ho, ho. I go ho, ho, ho. I'm Santa Claus. Ho, ho.
What do I do?
You act like an elf.
Well, how does an elf act?
How do I know you're the elf? Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Santa Claus is a grouch. Santa Claus is a elf. Remember, Ralph? Remember, 'tis the season to be jolly.
We're not out here to play games. We're working for a charitable institution.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ralph. Listen, if I can't ring the bell, is it all right if I ring my shoes?
I don't care if you wring your neck.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Thank you for your generosity, sir. Now, that's what I call real charity. He doesn't want anyone to know about it.
He didn't even want us to know. He dropped in $10.
$10?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we ought to do? Look at a slip of paper and see what kind of a present he's buying.
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, Mr. Smith and Mr. Smith explained it to me. You see, when anybody drops in a donation, they put how much they're going to spend, what kind of gift they want to buy, and who they're going to send it to.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's see what is on the slip there.
All right. Rocking chair, $10.
Rocking chair, $10. Well, he's probably going to buy some nice little old lady a rocking chair.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Knuckles Grogan. Must be some kind of a nickname or something.
I suppose so.
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! Oh, just a minute, Grandma. Just a minute. We don't need your $2. You keep the $2 for your Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
You keep your ho-ho-hos to yourself, Buster. I want wrecking off for $2.
Well, if her name's Knuckles O'Grogan there, or whatever it is, she's going to wind up with 2 rocking chairs.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! And I hope you have luck, sir.
I better have. That's my last $2.
Don't worry, you'll get that $2 back many times over.
I should. It's 20 to 1.
Oh, it isn't. It's 6:30.
I don't know. It used to be so simple at the candy store.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
Here comes the competition, Ralph.
Now that is what I call the true Christmas spirit. He's been out all night collecting donations, and he dropped something in our pot. I don't blame you, Norton. It's very touching.
It's not that. It's this outfit. I'm freezing to death of the cold.
You know what I'm going to do for you, Norton?
What?
I'm gonna ring this bell just to warm your hands.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna put mine in my pocket.
Oh, boy. You know, you've really captured the spirit of Santa Claus. You made a little elf very happy. Tonight, I may sneak into your house and make 14 pair of shoes.
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas! Well, Merry Christmas, officer.
And what might you be?
Oh, I'm Santa's helper.
Well, how's it going, boys?
Oh, pretty good, officer. I never knew how generous people were.
I'm glad to hear it. Here's a little something for the pond.
Well, thank you, sir.
officer.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Oh, wait a minute. You forgot to put your slip in.
Yeah, that's right.
Forgot to put my slip in?
Yeah, your slip like everybody else puts in a pot.
Yeah.
Let me look at those slips. Rocking chair, $10. Native dancer, $2. Talmatic rose, $6. These are all the names of horses that are running tomorrow in Florida. So we've got 2 new bookies on the block.
What are you talking about, Bookie?
Don't act surprised. This is the sneakiest, lowest scheme I've ever heard of. Dressing up as Santa Claus and taking bets on horses.
Wait a minute. We're no bookmakers. We're working for a charity organization.
Working for a charity organization. Ho!
Wait a minute, officer. He's the one that does the ho!
Will you shut up?
Officer, arrest him. Santa Claus hit an elf.
I intend to arrest him. And you come along too, Mary Martin. All right, now move along.
All right. I hope you realize what this means, officer. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if you got coal in your stocking this Christmas. Right,
All right, Johnson, let's get started.
Send the prisoners in.
Stepping on my bell.
Case front.
We gotta get out of here. Listen, it's all right for you to say. All you gotta do is go up in the chimney. What am I gonna do?
Quiet up there.
Well, now I've seen everything. A Santa Claus and an elf arrested for bookmaking.
Look, we weren't bookmaking. Innocent. We're innocent. We were just hired as a Santa Claus and his helper.
That's right. My name is Rumpelstiltskin.
Back in line, you two.
Don't worry, Santa, we're with you, right?
Yeah.
Quiet down up there. Number 1, step forward. Name, Pete McGovern. Alias, down the hatch, done. Picked up for shoplifting. What have you got to say for yourself now, McGovern?
I'm innocent. But I don't care what you do to me. That don't matter. But you can't do this to him. Don't put Santa in prison. Don't put Santa in jail. 'Cause that prison life isn't his end. He would only grow skinny and pale or so pale.
And consider the poor little children. Can't you just hear them weep and wail?
Weep and wail. If you put poor Santa in prison, that's the end of a fairy tale.
What a plight before Christmas. No gifts in the house. No toys for the kiddies. No cheese for the mouse.
And those poor little stockings, so pitifully bare. 'Cause Santa, poor Santa, he never got there.
And with no Christmas presents and no Christmas tree, just think how unpleasant this Christmas will be.
So stop to consider what people will think when they learn that some fink locked him up in the clink.
Don't send Santa to Sing Sing. Don't put Santa in chains.
When the bells on his reindeer go ding ding, there'll be no one to handle the reins.
He brings joy to the world every Christmas, and he's never been known to fail.
Known to fail. If you must put Santa in prison, then at least let him out alive.
You see, they believe in me.
All I know is what I read here. You were picked up with the betting slips and the money. And this Smith and Smith story is ridiculous.
But it's the truth. Every word of it's the truth.
Would you boys mind striking up a couple of courses or don't send an elf to prison?
Way up there!
It's for you, Lieutenant. Yeah? Oh, okay. Cramden, Norton, step down here. Rest of you boys back in the tank. Come on, move, laddie. Let's step up there. Your wives are here.
Alice is here?
Go get him, Johnson.
Well, how did she know I was here?
We sent for her. We want to check out your story. And she never heard of Smith and Smith.
Of course she didn't hear of Smith and Smith. She didn't even know I was working on an extra job. I was only trying to earn money because she's having a baby.
Oh, your wife's having a baby. Gee, I'm sorry you're in a jam at a time like this. Hey, wait a minute. How do I know this story you're telling me is the truth?
Because it's the truth. Every word of it's the truth.
If he's lying, may Donna and Blitzen get hoof and mouth disease.
Alice.
All right, Ralph. What is it this time? How do you get into this mess?
And what are you supposed to be?
Well, I'm Santa's helper.
Why? Why? He needed you to get in all this trouble?
Look, Alice, it's not my fault. I just wanted to earn some extra money for you and the baby.
What baby?
The baby you're gonna have.
Ralph, I'm not gonna have a baby.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Of course you're having a baby.
So every word of your story was the truth, eh, Cramden?
Alice, you mean you're not gonna have a baby?
Of course I'm not.
Hey, maybe it's Trixie. Trixie, are you with Alf?
No, I'm not with Elf. I'm with Nincompoop.
Cramden, any man who would lie about his wife having a baby would lie about anything. You are going to rot in jail until you tell us who Smith and Smith really are.
But I don't know who Smith and Smith really are.
Ladies, if you want to talk to the public defender, he's right down the hall.
Oh, yes.
Smith and Smith, I'll take you.
Norton, we are in real trouble.
You think we're in trouble? How about Smith and Smith?
What are you talking about?
Well, they're standing on the corner there, and in about 15 minutes they'll be waiting for the money, and we won't be there.
Wait a minute.
What?
Lieutenant!
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I just found a way to
Sure this is gonna be safe, Lieutenant?
Now, don't worry, Mrs. Cramden. If the boys are telling the truth and Smith show up, we'll grab them.
All right, set up the pot.
All right.
Now, you two boys stand right here. If you see Smith, you ring the bell twice.
Ring it twice.
That's all you have to do. That'll be our signal. We'll come in and grab them. Now, don't ring it unless you see Smith.
Yes, sir.
Now, it's almost 9:30. You better get down the street. Clancy, you go that way. Come along, ladies.
Oh, be careful, Ralph, huh?
Yeah, and you too, Ed. You know how I hate to drive home alone on the subway.
You know, out there's a girl who's all heart, except for a mouth.
Well, now for Smith and Smith.
Okay.
Hey. The thing that rings the bell is stuck.
Yeah, let me see that. Fixing Santa's bell is an elf's work.
Well, boys, how did it go?
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Smith and Smith? Ding dong, ding dong.
What's the matter with these guys?
Ain't nothing the matter with that. Ding dong, ding dong.
What's with the ding-dong, ding-dong?
Ding dong.
I smell a rat. Let's get out of here.
Ding dong, ding dong.
We're innocent. We didn't do nothing.
With that testimony, we've got plenty.
Nice going, Clancy. Take them down and book them. Well, boys, I guess that clears you. You come down to the station in the morning and sign a statement.
Thank you.
And Merry Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas to you.
Well, Ralph, now that it's over, tell me, what gave you the idea that I was gonna have a baby?
Well, I saw all those baby clothes in the bottom of the bureau drawer.
Oh, that.
Oh, now, don't you think you better tell him?
Yeah. You know, I didn't want you to know I had a job. I know how you feel about me working. See, I was knitting baby things for a store. just to get extra money for your Christmas present.
You mean that was it?
That was it, Ralph.
You know, Alice, Christmas is pretty close, and why don't you tell me what you got me for a Christmas present?
Well, I guess it is pretty close, and I can't let Santa Claus down. I got you something you always wanted, Ralph.
Yeah?
A rocking chair.
A rocking chair? How do you like that? She's Knuckles Grogan.
This isn't gonna be such a bad Christmas after all.
It's a happy time of the year when St. Nicholas will appear. It's the time when every girl and boy quivers with joy at some new little toy. There's the sound of joy in the air. There's the joy of love everywhere. So with peace on earth, goodwill toward men. It's a happy time, it's a happy time, it's a happy time of the year. Oh, yeah.
Good night, everybody.